To begin today's video, we actually pick up with X-Men number 3. Now with that being said, we pick up in the Savage Land. Now the Savage Land has been very important in X-Men comics, but for right now, it is a special area that's right now being used by the mutant race for some kind of garden. Now we have no idea what this garden is used for in the Dawn of X era, but we are going to learn more as we go through this video and other videos down the road. But with that being said, we do see some mutants right now attending that garden, but that is the moment we come to find out a group of ladies are able to walk through one of the gates of COPPA. Now that moment right there is very huge, and the reason why, because the gates only allow mutants to use those gates that were made by COPPA, and these ladies are not mutants at all. And so now the big question is, how in the world were these ladies able to access the gates of COPPA if they're not mutants? And so right off the bat, they began to attack the mutants who were there attending the garden in the Savage Land. Now we do jump over to COPPA, and when we do, we pick up with the Quiet Council. Now the Quiet Council are a group of mutants who basically make the big decisions for the mutant race on COPPA, and that right there is very important because right now they're coming together because they're going to send Cyclops on a mission because something else is now wrong with COPPA, and that something is that right now COPPA is freaking out. Now, this is Jonathan Hickman reminding us something very important about COPPA, and that is COPPA is a living island, and of course it needs to feed to stay alive. And usually COPPA feeds on psychic energy of mutants. But of course, when the mutant race built their new nation on COPPA, they were able to build a system to actually feed the island. And of course, now that system is failing because something is wrong with COPPA, and they have no idea what is wrong with them. And so right now it seems like the Quiet Council is coming together to help figure out what is wrong with COPPA, but to also send Cyclops out on a mission. Because with Cypher, the only person who's able to communicate with COPPA, he is gone in space in the New Mutant books. So right now, they have no one able to translate for them. Now, getting back over to the Savage Land, we do see those group of ladies that were able to access the portal of the COPPA. They're old ladies, but the question is now, why in the world are they here for? What is their mission in the Savage Land? Why are they going after the mutant race? Are we getting another evil organization that could possibly try to wipe out the mutant race? What in the world is going to happen here in a few minutes? We have no idea yet. Now, we do pick up with Cyclops, who was sent on a mission by the Quiet Council to figure out what in the world is going on with COPPA and what in the world is going on in the Savage Land. Because if something is wrong in the Savage Land, it could possibly be the reason why COPPA is acting crazy. Now, Cyclops is not alone on this mission. He does have Emma Frost and Sebastian Shaw, which are two characters we have seen a lot of times over in our Marauders book, but right now they're in this book to help out Cyclops figure out what in the world is going on in the Savage Land. Now, unfortunately, they're not able to use the gateway to get to the Savage Land. They must use a different gate to go to a nearby area of the Savage Land and then use a mutant known as Gateway to teleport them there to the Savage Land. Now, when Cyclops, Sebastian Shaw, and Emma Frost arrive in the Savage Land, well, they are greeted by those old ladies. And when they get there and see that a bunch of old ladies were able to take out a group of mutants who were just here attending the garden in the Savage Land, they're kind of like, okay, who in the world are you old ladies, and why are you here for? What is so important that you were able to find a way to access our gate, come here and to basically cause harm to our mutants here. Now, of course, you do have Sebastian Shaw go over there and try to talk nice to the ladies because they're old. And he's kind of like, listen, it's a bunch of old ladies. Let's just try to talk it out. They take him out just like that. Then you have Cyclops attack them, but of course one of the old ladies pretend to get hurt by Cyclops or be badly hurt by Cyclops. And with Cyclops being a Boy Scout, he's all like, wait, I didn't mean to badly hurt you. Let me go over there and make sure you're okay. And that was a trick. So Cyclops gets taken out. And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, both of the guys were taken out by a bunch of old ladies. It's hilarious, but at the same time, it is sad. But either way, that is the moment you have Emma Frost say, that is enough. Why in the world are you here and why are you attacking us for? And that is the moment you have the ladies actually tell Emma Frost who they are, that they are known as the Horde Culture. Now, this is a new team of humans who are trying to go after the mutants, but for a different way. And I actually like this way because usually when you get a new group of people who are going after the X-Men and the mutant race, it's because they hate the mutants for what they are. But in reality, this group right here is not going after the mutants because who they are or what they are. It's because what they have done. Because let's not forget what happened in the House of X and the Power of X videos, because back in that storyline right there, when Charles Xavier and Magneto built this new nation for the mutant race on the island of Krakoa, they also gave an offer to the human race, a new kind of medicine, a medicine that will help humans live an extra 5, 10, 15 years longer. But of course, that medicine had began to change how the world works, how basically politics works, because medicine is a very huge thing in politics. Now, with that being said, these ladies were basically scientists who were trying to find a way to use plants to feed people for a long period of time. Because as we know, there's a huge food problem right now across the world. And these ladies were basically trying to find a way to feed every human on the earth. But of course, after working for so many companies and realized that people are evil, these ladies decided that the human race and the mutant race should both be gone, or possibly bring down the population of the human race down some and bring the earth back to what it used to be, a planet full of plants. That is their goal. But with the X-Men and Charles Xavier bringing out that medicine that could possibly help humans live an extra 5 to 10, 15 years, these ladies are angry because they're trying to bring that planet back to what it used to be, a plant-full planet. And so that is why they attacked the Savage Land, because in the Savage Land, they were growing that medicine here. And now with them attacking this garden, of course, this slows down the X-Men and Charles Xavier with getting that medicine across to different countries across the world. But of course, these ladies could possibly attack the Marauders down the road. And the reason why I say that is because let's not forget why the Marauders were made for. Because Charles Xavier had tasked Emma Frost and Sebastian Shaw to use the Hellfire Club as a way to get the medicine over to different countries, but to also help mutants leave countries that will not allow mutants to leave them and come join Krakoa. And so now you have this new evil organization to attack the X-Men because they're trying to help humans and mutants live longer. They could possibly attack the Marauders because, again, the Marauders are trying to give that medicine out to the world with the Hellfire Club. But either way, you do have the ladies leave, and you do have Emma Frost, Sebastian Shaw, and Cyclops go back to Krakoa to tell the Quiet Council what happened in the Savage Land, and to tell them, listen, we now have another evil organization out there making moves and could possibly attack us down the road. But with that being said, this is where I'm going to end today's comic book video. So please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoyed today's comic book video. Later, guys.